Are you trying to install any solar system, no matter how small or how big it is, in your home or office or business area in Nigeria? Don't do anything yet. Don't even go ahead. If you have bought the accessories and item, don't start the installation yet until you watch this video to the end. In this video, I'm going to share five very useless and most costliest mistakes I've made that consume both my money, time and peace of mind as a beginner solar user. Even if you are not a beginner solar user, trust me, you might be surprised at some of these mistakes that you are currently making some of them, and that is why you need to watch this video till the end. So I'm going to state all the mistakes, but 5 of them, that many people, many solar system users are making over and over again. And I'm going to also let you know all the ways you can actually avoid these mistakes. Let's start with number 1, trusting a very wrong installer. There are so many people out there that actually claim to be installers. There are so many people out there that feels like they are engineers. The so-called self-proclaimed engineers in solar systems are not really engineers. They don't really know all these things. Some of them don't even go through academy. Most of them are not even in the electrical field to start with. And when they do all this, their backyard lessons or whatever, and they don't even go as far as doing self-study to upgrade their knowledge in a vast way to assist people in installing their solar systems. Trust me, you as a beginner can actually become an expert in installing solar system. What differentiates you from those experts are just simple knowledge and know-how. There's no gimmicks in solar system. It's just like when knowing that your socket, this is how it works, this is what it's meant to do, and this is exactly what you're expecting it to do at any point in time. Just the same way your socket and your appliance, like your TV, works. That's exactly how solar system works. There's no gimmick, there's no rocket science in it. But these engineers, they go as far as making it look like as if there is something special that you cannot do. And in as much as they are trying to do that, they use different kinds of jargons and nomenclatures that throw you off balance as a beginner. And you'll be thinking and praising them that they know what they're doing. At the end of the day, you will not know that they have spoiled your system for you. So when you want to hire an installer to install your solar system for you, please and please try to see if you can get a consultant. It's very, very important. There's a reason why in almost every professional field in this life has consultancy personnel and the people that actually goes to the field to establish those procedures being mapped out by the consultants. Consultants are actually the main experts that knows how these things are meant to function. They understand these are the wrong sides of it, the disadvantages of these things and the ways to avoid them. So in the process of trying to gather knowledge on these things, they don't go as far as doing the physical installations by themselves, even though they know how to do it. Most of the consultants know how to install system perfectly well, but most of the wise ones don't follow that route of being the technicians as well. So in that case, they do their job by studying every single system and how they work and how they work in relation to other ones. Because what you understand is that there are some systems that you will install, you will not know that it's not compatible Like the battery you're using, if you're using lithium and you're using another brand of inverter, even if you're using the same brand and battery inverters, they might actually not be the same feature. They might not actually be compatible, despite the fact that they are the same brands. You understand? So is the consultants that will actually do extensive research and tell you that these are the ways that this can be done, and the only way that the installer can happen to install that system perfectly well for you without having any expensive issue in the long run is for you to actually follow exactly what, one, the manual says, two, especially what the consultant tells you to do. It's very important. Don't just go out there and look for somebody that consultants are very few, but installers are everywhere. Everybody claims to be a solar install expert. Everybody wants to be a solar expert. Everybody is talking about installing solar and that they know how to install solar and all sort of things. But the real truth about it all is that majority of them don't really know how these things work. They just use their maybe electrical engineering knowledge and be delving with something that is not even in that field in the first place. You understand? So they really need to know how that technology works perfectly. First of all, get yourself a consultant first. Let the consultant analyze your system for you, tell you the loads that it can carry, tell you every single demerits and merits that you will face, and also let you know how to maintain your system by yourself. Most important, even if you're going to get somebody to maintain it for you, at least you can guide the person on exactly what to do, following what the consultant advises you. And another one is, if you are installing your system, please follow exactly what the consultant advises you to do for every single step using the component he suggested. Don't go and follow what the installer is telling you. These installers have, personally, I employed different kinds of installer as a beginner. The first experience was not funny and it was still very, very expensive than I imagined. So don't make the same mistake I made as employing a wrong installer. Because of my extensive research to correct this issue, I ended up becoming a consultant myself to help others not face the same issue I faced, because it's very risky and very expensive to fix. Number two, buying untested batteries. Don't ever invest in any solar battery because you heard that your neighbor or somebody you know or your office colleague invested in the same product. Don't ever do that. Don't depend on people, word of mouth, that this one served me very well, this battery is superb, this is that and that. Yeah, I'm not going to dispute the fact that it might have actually served them well, depending on their appliances, depending on the kind of systems they bought in their house, depending on how they are managing it, depending on their luck, depending on a lot of things. So somebody recommending battery because it served them well, and you're going to invest in that battery because of what your friend or your colleague told you, even your sister or your mother, trust me, it might not actually work the same way for you. It might not actually serve you in a way you will be pleased. It does not matter who told you, even your reverend father, your priest, your pastor. Don't listen to those advices. I'm not saying that you should go against their advice, but that does not mean that their recommendation is the best for you because you know them and they are using it perfectly well. Always get a professional to a consultant to advise you on what to buy, the products to buy, the accessories to buy, the SPDs to buy, the inverter to buy, even the solar panel, which is the only exterior device that is part of the solar system. Get a consultant to buy these things or help you, advise you on the items to buy. It's very, very important. If you buy wrong products or buy recommended products and they are poorly manufactured, or maybe they don't suit your appliances, you stand to face the risk of getting your house being set on fire. Solar system is not for the faint-hearted. It's not for lazy people. It's not for peer groups kind of thing. It's not for keeping clicks. If you are going to invest in solar, you must be very, like, you must have a kind of certain level of exposure in modern technologies. It's not that you have to be an expert, no. You must be somebody that actually has love for modern technologies. It's not something that you can just, actually, solar system is not a one-time set and leave to run thing. You keep on checking it. And if you are buying battery, please, it does not matter whether you're buying lithium or tubular battery. The only set of battery that I will advise against you to buy is buying AGM batteries. That is the kind of battery that has the substance that you use in the car battery. Those kind of batteries are not good for solar system. Then buying gel batteries. They will sell you by telling you that they are maintenance free. You don't need to change water. You don't. But don't, trust me, those batteries, they don't last. Little things can make them to swell up, and once they swell up, they are gone. They are not repairable. There's no way to mitigate that swelling, and they don't last as much as tubular battery lasts, let alone talking about lasting like lithium. So please, these two batteries, you see AGM batteries that cars use and gel batteries for solars, please run away from those kind of batteries. They are not good. And if you are buying a battery, make sure that no matter the battery you're buying, make sure that it's being tested for you to be sure that your batteries are working perfectly well. I'm talking about this, especially the lithium batteries. Make sure you test these batteries and be sure that these batteries are functioning, that the BMS installed in these lithium batteries are functioning very well. Because other than that, if eventually you should, by peradventure, overcharge a lithium battery, you are running a risk. You're risking getting blown up. It can explode, and the gas that emits from such explosions can kill at an instant. Please make sure you buy tested batteries, especially that of lithium batteries, for those that wants to invest in lithium battery. Tubular batteries for homes are mostly recommended for beginner users. If you're a beginner user, I will mostly recommend a tubular battery that is very, very okay, that has long life span, that can withstand absorption power and long-term power consumptions. I can recommend batteries for you if you consult me as stations. You can use my own installers, you can employ your installer, but as a consultant, I will do my best to make sure that if your installer follows my guideline, you will have no issue at all. So that is why I am advising you today. Do not ever buy a battery that is not tested, be it tubular or lithium, especially lithium, please. Number 3, underestimating daily power usage as a beginner. Don't think that you know it all. That's actually the major reason why you should get a consultant to help you, according to brand, analyze and properly, to the last zero, estimate your power usage according to all the appliances, no matter how little you have in your house. Most installers are full of jargons. They don't have the time to come to your house and calculate these things. Sometimes they will inflate what will make you to spend more on your solar installation without knowing that you could have just spent a little to get what you want without having to break the bank. That's why most people are just so, they always make solar installation look like it's too expensive for you to invest in. So on a scheme of things, it's not actually expensive. It's only expensive when you don't employ or hire a consultant to help you and estimate the exact power requirements you use on daily basis. Most installers, they don't do that. They just give you generic expectations, generic calculations. What you're using in your house and what your neighbor is using in their house can never be the same. It can never be the same. So most of these installers will use general universalized estimations and send it over to you. Two things that can happen: either you follow their estimation and you find out that the solar system they installed for you cannot carry most of your appliances at the same time, or that you have more power than you require and you spent a lot for no reason than you require. You understand? So there are so many efficiencies, there are so many calculations that are involved in calculating the exact power requirement for solar system installation. It's not something that you can easily do, even if you are an electrical engineer. Technology in these things are so different to the extent that the way it functions is totally is like harnessing power from sun is not the same way you harness power from your dam or Nigerian dam, Kaiji dam per se. It's not the same electrical process of harnessing power. This one has a lot of calculations you need to do. You have to also put into consideration what the system itself will be using to keep itself functioning. So these are the things you need to do and you need to know for each brand and each appliance and each inverter system and solar system you want to invest in. So all these calculations are very important and very necessary for you to calculate to be able to successfully install a system that can serve you properly without any glitch or risk. Or another mistake I made in the beginning, I will not say this is my fault actually, because I was not told by my first installer as a beginner that I need SPDs. SPD is an abbreviation or rather acronym for Solar Protective Devices. S stands for solar, P stands for protective or protection, D stands for devices. Installing solar system in your home is actually a great thing. It's very awesome when it's working properly and being protected from lightning properly. You see thunder strike, you see lightning. These are two major things that can spoil your solar system at an instant of less than 4 seconds. And it puts you on the risk of getting your house being set on full-blown fire at an instance. SPDs are very, very necessary no matter how little your solar system might be. If you know the kind of voltage that comes out of 2-second lightning strike on your roof where you installed your solar panels, and what happens is that by the time it gathers this voltage of almost, sometimes it gets to almost 4,000 volts, it will pull it directly from the strike through your solar panel and send it straight to the inverter, where if God did not save you and you don't have SPD, it will push it straight to your battery. It does not matter the kind of battery you're using this time around, your battery is going to explode like a bomb, atomic bomb for that matter. And your system, starting from the inverter down to the battery, is going to be totally damaged beyond repair, because they are all going to be fried and smoked. Make sure, don't forget this, it does not matter if your consultant said it or not, have it at the back of your mind. Protective devices for your solar system is very important. They always install it in a combiner box. That is why they have that small box, a combiner box, is always there. Make sure those devices are installed for you to protect your solar power system from thunder and lightning strikes. Install something like circuit breaker. If you're using NEPA and solar at the same time, make sure they install changeover, circuit breaker, surge protectors for both AC and DC is what I'm talking about, and some other protective devices. If you are using lithium, make sure that it has BMS installed in it. It's very necessary. As for your inverter, make sure it's being protected, that it's an inverter that senses how the battery and the circuit function, that it has internal auto turn off in case of circuit shorting or anything that is going to spoil it. This is the only way you can actually save yourself from expensive and deadly risk from solar system installation as a beginner. Another thing is skipping wiring diagrams. I don't think I need to explain too much on this. You can imagine what happens when you wrongly wire anything in your household. For instance, just imagine putting negative and negative together as positive and negative, and you connect your fridge to this socket. Nobody will tell you what it will do, because that refrigerator will not work again. It's going to shatter the capacitor and everything that is the component that made up the fridge. So following wrong solar system setup diagram is a deadly mistake, not just for yourself, because it can cause electric hazard and also damage your house appliance, starting from your bulb down to anything that is in your house that uses electricity. This is another reason why you should get a consultant. Don't ever depend on your installer to draw a diagram for you. Most of these installers don't really know how to install most of these batteries properly. All the batteries are not being produced the same. All the solar inverters are not produced the same way. All the solar panels are not produced the same way. And they don't go as far as studying each and every solar inverter. They don't even use the manual that follows all these things. They just feel like they are experts. Please avoid most installers that claims to be experts, that wants to prove to you that they can do and undo. Solar system is not what they can use to prove their self-acclaimed expertise in electricity. No matter their knowledge, you still have to take precautions in every single step of the installation. And this is the reason why you need to employ, if possible, employ a consultant that has installers, that knows that he has installer, that also has installers that can properly install a system according to his directions, following the company. Each specific company has the different kinds of components they use in producing their system, starting from battery to inverter to solar to SPD to anything, even the cables. So please, wiring diagram can never be done by an installer. Don't employ an installer and ask them to do diagram for you. If you need help planning your solar system installation today, I offer affordable consultations and setup diagrams that you can use specifically for the kind of system according to your budget. Most importantly, because every system goes according to budget, and that's how they are unique. Okay, so if you want me to be your consultant on your new system installation as a beginner, please don't fail to consult me and contact me. This is also your first time of coming to my channel. Please like this video so that others can see it. Then click the subscribe button, and you will also be getting more videos anytime I have new video being posted on my channel. Thank you for coming to Solar How YouTube channel.